today is a very intense, emotionally intense drawing, as we are drawing the mandala of ancestral mandala or family mandala. So ancestral mandala and family mandala, please do not mistake it for a tree, or tree of our ancestry tree, where we place all our ancestors, like brothers, sisters, and the entire tree that had with parents, with grandparents, with uncles, and similar like a pedigree that have kings or hybrid animals, pets, dogs. So what I would like to mention also, as those who come from Europe probably know even less about our ancestors, because after 2 wars that shook the entire continent, European continent, in the last century, was a little bit too much for us, and many were just completely lost. So that wouldn't be easy to remember for us. And as many were our family members were lost and killed during those 2 wars. They were very much affected. Those who live in other countries were probably easy to recall or remember or have some documents about their ancestors. So what about our subject today, ancestry mandala? It's a fascinating topic because we always want to know where we come from, who was our history, who were behind us, how we come alive, how we become what we become. That's why a practice of ancestral relation, practicing of this, drawing this mandala, is rich in meaning and also close to everyone. Yes, on one hand, it's very useful for restoring energetic potential. But on the other hand, it also is used mandala therapy and psychology is healing traumas, restoring wholeness. And ancestral clearing and healing and psychology is used, and it's known by methods such as constellation healing. You know, when we always receive some qualities, luckily they're good qualities, then we not complain about it, that we don't know why we possess one inclination or some others. But when we was receiving prints of past experiences through our cellular makeup, which we're not very happy about. So, and they're often subtle, and that's why it makes it very hard to discern and to deal with them. However, that doesn't mean that we're stuck with them and we cannot change the past. But by changing our doing work similar to what we're going to do today with ancestral mandala, we're not changing past, but we're changing our present. And in this way, we can influence our future. So that to sum it up, we're going to do the 2 functions that our ancestral mandala serves 2 functions. First, it's gathering and restoring and our connections, working on our energetic potential, but also healing. It's something we need to complete, and also completing. So what's interesting about completing some lines, we might complete history. Like it's something that if energy comes from our predecessors and it comes to us, we can process it. We deal with this energy, and in this way, we don't need to pass it to our to children. Those who have no children like me, and it's not a problem. But for everyone, for the majority, yes, it's very important that your children, our children, and grandchildren will not suffer from those feelings and energetic imprints that affected us. So we can heal the entire the branch of, let's say, seven generations. We will deal with seven generations. Our like we're the first, and they're going back so many times. So the entire story spans over what 150 years, something. It's going back that far back. And we are going to it's going to affect only our we're not looking at our brothers or sisters, but we're dealing only with our direct connections, those who created our genetic imprint and passed their knowledge and their energy to us. Okay, so for this I will switch the camera and we'll start drawing right away, and as we go I will explain our steps.